Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Kristen and today we're going to be doing the second week's installment of the March Madness mini mat class. So as I mentioned last week in my video, as I've been doing a post every single day of either a picture or even a short video of the exercise of the day for March Matness, which is a celebration of the original Pilates mat work all month of March. I'm ending each week on Saturday with a video containing all the exercises for that week. So this week we're in week number 2, and I think there's 8 exercises we're going to look at today, all the way up to our exercise of the day. And today that actually includes 2 exercises. So as we get started, as I mentioned before, this is a more advanced Pilates workout. So if you are new to Pilates or just starting out in a fitness routine, I might advise against this workout for you. But with that said, if you do no modifications, you are welcome to participate. And if something doesn't feel right for you, even if you are an experienced Pilates practitioner, just leave an exercise out until you come to an exercise that is right for you. So we're going to get started, and I am going to choose, because we're going to jump into exercises that really require you to be warm already. So every time I start this video going forward now for our next 3 sessions, we're going to start with the 100 to warm up, and then we'll jump right into wherever our exercises fall. So I am in the Pilates studio today, so I will have specific things that you will probably not have at home. But if you do need to have a yoga block to sit up on something if you need to for tight hamstrings, or something to place under your head, like a small hand towel, do go ahead and grab those things now. That being said, I just grabbed myself a head pillow to place under my head so that when I lie down, my neck is not hyperextended. So as we get ready for the 100 here, stretch your body out long from end to end. And I want you to flex your feet and press your heels together. Arms are long by your side, but don't feel like you have to really push your arms towards your feet. Bring your shoulders actually lightly up by your ears and back. And make sure you're looking straight at the ceiling. So we'll begin with a deep breath in. And exhale, start to lift your head up or back, look down at your feet, lift your arms above the level of your waist, and let's leave the feet down and start pumping here to start. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Breathing in 2, 3, 4, 5, and up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Push your feet heavy down into the mat. Deepen your lowest abdominals beneath your navel. Okay, so as we get about to that halfway point, our 5th breath, let's bring one leg up to eye level. And then maybe you can bring the other one up to meet it. Keep pumping your arms strongly. If this gets to be too much for your back, lift your legs higher. We'll do 2 more breaths. And then you can either lower one leg down at the mat at a time, or you can float both legs down and then reach your arms back overhead and take a nice long stretch. Good. Okay, bring your arms by your side. So our exercise now that we're jumping into is called the corkscrew. This is a big inversion exercise. So first of all, you want to make sure you have plenty of space over your head. If you have any neck issues at all, you might want to leave this exercise out. Okay, so we start by bending the knees into the chest. Lift your legs up to the ceiling. Roll your pelvis, legs, and spine overhead. And try to push your toes up over your eyes. And now we're going to lightly twist the pelvis to one side and come down, let's say the right side of your spine. Roll those shoulders back. Bring your pelvis on the mat nice and level. Your legs go across and you roll up the other side. And bring your toes back over your eyes. Keep looking at the ceiling. Now go down the left side. So it's the same side you just came up. Across about 45 degrees up the right. Toes over eyes. We'll go a little quicker now. And up. And up. One more each. Okay, now the toes are over eyes here, or at least you try to push them up there. Keep reaching your legs away from you and roll down through the center. Legs up, legs up, legs up as you lower your spine, pelvis, bend your knees. Whew. Okay, so if we take our nice transition here, I'll have to scooch back a little bit. We're coming up for the saw. Reach your arms maybe between your eyes and ears, flex your feet. Inhale, lift your head. Exhale, round forward. Okay, for my tight hamstrings, and because I'm in the studio on a raised mat, all I'm going to do is bring my feet to the floor on either side of the mat. For you, you might need to sit up on a pillow or a yoga block. Arms are out to the side. Get on your sit bones and your back up to natural curve. So your lower back should be its natural inward curve instead of rounded out, looking straight ahead. We're going to sweep one arm down and back behind, twist the spine to that side. Now round forward. And keep twisting as you round forward and work to stay on both sit bones. Roll up completely tall in your twist, then return center. Sweep your other arm down and back behind you, twist your spine. Round forward. Are you still on both sit bones? Roll up in your twist. Come center. Sweep and twist. Round and reach. Keep twisting. Rolling up. Center. Sweep and twist. Round and reach. Up. Center. We'll do two more and just keep flowing through it. Check those lower abs. Keep pulling them in. When you come up, really lift your backbones. Center, lower your arms down. Great, we're going to close the legs, flip over onto the stomach as we get ready for the swan dive. I have to pardon my microphone here as I come down and squish it on the mat. So we'll start with a view of the swan preparation. Hands under your shoulders, slightly wider and forward. Elbows just a little off the mat. Legs are together. So with your nose barely touching the mat, inhale, lift your head and your chest off the mat. Roll your shoulders back. Exhale, lower down. So just a little bit of a warm-up before we go into our full big exercise. And I want you to keep the weight equal between your hip points and pubic bone, especially when you're here. Only lift to your bottom ribs and deepen your low abs. Lower down. We'll do one more time. And lower. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to talk through the swan dive, but the idea is we're going to pull the body long from end to end. We're already going to start to arch by lifting the head, the chest, the arms, the legs up, and then you rock the whole movements. Now, if you have a touchy back, this might not be a good exercise with you, so use caution. So here we go. Arms stretched out to the side, legs together. Lift your arms, lift your chest, lift your legs, and we try to rock as big as we can. And come down. Sit back onto your heels in a child's pose. Just stretch your back. Ooh. Hopefully my legs were straight for that. So we're going into the single leg kick. So you come back out onto your forearms. Make your elbows really wide, almost towards the edges of your mat. Make two fists and put them on the mat angling towards each other, but don't let them touch. And make sure you feel your bottom ribs are still on the mat. So I want you to think about arching your upper back, but keep your low back long and your pelvis level. Pull your low abs in and stretch your legs so long behind you. Maybe they lift and hover off the mat. Bend one knee, kick your seat 2 times. Kick, kick, switch legs. Kick, kick. And try to keep your pelvis as level as possible. Don't slouch through your upper back. Keep lifting. Keep trying to roll your shoulders back. Feel your arms are strong. 2 more. Okay, the double leg kicks. So bring your chin to the mat. Your hands behind you on your back. Either go palm over palm, or if you can clasp your hands, you do. Tight shoulders, you may not be able to. So we're going to do 1, bend to the knees and kick the seat. Reach the legs long, lift up, roll your shoulders back. Keep your hands clasped as you can. Lift your chest. And then bend your elbows and knees, chin to the mat, kick, stretch. Kick, stretch. 2 more. And come down. This time, turn over onto your back. Grab your pillow if you need it. And hug both knees into your chest. Okay, going into the neck pull, so I'm going to take this away. So legs are open on the mat. 2 fist widths apart, parallel. Feet are flexed. Take your hands palm over palm, place them behind the center back of your head. Elbows are going to be lifted a little bit. Try not to press them to the mat, but don't let them clamshell either. And we inhale, start to lift the head. Exhale, around all the way forward. And try to stretch your forehead to your knees, but keep pressing your head into your hands at the same time. Now roll up tall to the ceiling. Tip back in natural curves like you're hinging. Hold it. Now rotate your pelvis. Keep reaching your head back even as you lightly go into flexion, and roll your spine down to the mat. We inhale, exhale, come over. Keeping those low abs in. Roll up, separate your backbones, tip back. Rotate the pelvis, keep reaching your head back. Try not to let it fall forward. And we'll go 3 more. Okay, so here we are to our 2 big exercises of the day here. Adjusting my clothing because make sure everything is covered. We're going to do high scissors and bicycle. This is a big exercise. I would say this isn't a very advanced exercise, so do take good care of yourself. So the first thing we're going to do is bend the knees into the chest, roll the hips up from the mat, put your hands underneath and catch your hips. So you want to try to feel like your pelvis is resting on your hands. Look up at the ceiling, shoulders are back, and you're making kind of like a stand with your elbows. Now, stretch your legs up to the ceiling. Scissors are first. So you reach one leg forward and the other leg back as far as you can go in both directions and keep your legs straight. Switch your legs slowly. Reach. Reach. And try to focus on the reach of the forward leg just a little more than the back leg. We'll do 2 more each here. And keep those knees locked out, shoulders back, chin up. Then as we move right into the bicycle, so if you pause in your scissor, bend the forward knee, kick your seat, and then the other leg starts to go forward, kick your seat, and try to reach as far forward as you don't tip yourself off your elbows. Watch that your knee doesn't come too close to your face. And now we reverse it. Flex your feet and try to push towards the mat before you lengthen the leg out. Again, watch you don't knee yourself in the face. And we'll do 1 more each. Okay, we're going to bring both legs up. So you take your hands out from under your hips. Just like our finish of the corkscrew, reach your legs up and away from you. Roll down with control. All the way. Bend your knees in. Give them a good hug. All right. So that was a very quick and robust mat workout today. Thanks for joining me. And tune in next Saturday for our 3rd installment of our 4-part mini mat series. Have a good day, and I'll see you next week.